everybody. Welcome to another edition of Quarantine Bartending, BS with John. And today we're going to make a really simple drink. It's a classic cocktail from the 1930s, invented in Paris, France by a bartender at the Ritz bar in Paris by the name of Frank Meyer. And he called the cocktail the bee's knees. And it's a combination of gin, honey, and lemon juice. And the term the bee's knees was a sort of a compliment. It meant something was awesome or cool in the vernacular of the day, and that was what he named his cocktail. So let's get to it. You're gonna need a martini glass or a coupe. And normally you would use Plymouth gin, but we're gonna use a Bar Hill honey gin. And because we're doing that, we're gonna use a little less honey syrup. And as I mentioned, there are a couple different kinds of gin. You have your London Dry, you have your Old Tom, you have your Plymouth, and then you also have your flavored gins. And Bar Hill is one of those, the Bar Hill honey. So we're going to start with 2 ounces of our Bar Hill honey. And you can kind of see on the top of that gin, there's a little bit of sort of the sugar from the honey, from the infused honey. So it's a very fragrant gin. All right, so 2 ounces of that. Then we're going to use a little bit less honey syrup than we normally would. So normally you would use 3/4 of an ounce, but we're going to use 1/2 ounce. And then you're going to finish that off with 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Throw all that in a cocktail shaker. And you're going to shake it over ice until it's nice and cold. And that's usually about somewhere 10 to 15 seconds to get the drink at the right temperature. So. And my drink is now cold, and I can tell that by feeling the top of my shaker. And then I'm just going to strain that. Into my martini glass, and you can look at the top of that there, and you see there's little ice crystals that'll like form like stars in the glass when you get it nice and shaken up. So just kind of an added effect. No garnish required. So there you have it, your bee's knees cocktail. Cheers.